Hello and welcome to Joburg Today. My name is Dumi Hlapo, bringing you the best of what's going down in and around Johannesburg. If you are a lover of coffee and comedy, then the Rose Cafe is the perfect spot for you, where you can expect Joburg's finest comedians whilst enjoying your coffee.
Johannesburg is the hub of Africa, especially in terms of business. We learned that there's a new venture for comedians right here in Melrose Arch. So let's go see what they are roasting.
We are mixing for the first time comedy, cake, cocktails and coffee. So who knows what to expect. All I know is that it's going to be great, and we're excited to change the entertainment scene in Johannesburg.
You know, people don't want to go to casinos and whatnot. They just want to go out, and here it gives people the perfect opportunity to go to a place that's so much like Europe. And you feel like you're overseas, but we're still in Joburg. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, it's amazing. It's a really awesome experience here.
Upstairs we're going to have some seating. For those of you that enjoy fine whiskies and cigars, there's a full whiskey and cigar lounge being put in. Just for gentlemen basically like yourself. I can see you have a cigar in your pocket. I hope it's a cigar. Right, a very big cigar.
So Rose Cafe is kind of, it's the entrance and the invitation to the Goliath Comedy Club. It's a cafe obviously at Melrose Arch. And it was designed to make people happy. I think the number one problem with South Africa is there's just not enough platforms for comedians to perform. Of course, the more they get to perform, the better they become, and the more platforms means, in general, the quality of our stand-up comedy is going to increase. I think that the public don't understand how expensive it is to film a comedic special. And if we can in some way help a comedian get a foot up, a foot in the door, help networks access content from South Africa at reasonable, affordable rates so that we can compete with international markets, I think that it's a very, very healthy scenario for the industry in general.
That's the thing with the foodie market now. You know, it's not just about food, it's about food and an experience. And that's exactly what Roast Cafe gives you. It gives you the experience, it gives you the comedy, and it gives you the great food. And I mean, look at the beautiful decor. It's a good package.
I think it's amazing. It's like a chilled vibe. It's exactly what the Goliaths all believe in. And listen, who doesn't want a little laugh every now and then? And more especially mixing some booze, mixing some cake, mixing some great coffee. It's like a perfect equation.
For myself, for Joburg Today.
Join in on the conversation and let us know which comedian you would like to see get roasted by simply using the hashtag RoastCafe. Like us on Facebook, JoburgToday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. And if you're one of those that are constantly on the move, do catch us on PocketTV.mobi, and that's Pocket with an I. He may refer to himself as the secret Josie chef on his Facebook page, but having dined at his internationally acclaimed Italian restaurant Pronto, I think it's safe to say that the secret is out.
Food is it's a connected thing. It's about nurturing your body. So no matter what you do, as long as you're putting good stuff in, it's going to taste good. Well, I think chefs try to leave people with the fear of the kitchen. The kitchen's actually a really safe place. I mean, you cook food, and as long as you have an interest in eating good food, then you can cook. Well, I mean, women do have a different sensitivity towards food. I think that the idea comes from the idea that women at home are in the kitchens. Professionally, it's mostly seen as a male chef business. I think food is about passion, and I love to eat, so I love to cook. Well, I started it 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it was a tiny little deli, and I used to actually sell some sauces out of my fridge. And then clients started coming in at lunchtime and saying to me, look, would you just heat this up and put it on some pasta for me? So I was like, okay, fine. And suddenly my 10 seats turned into 20, and it's just sort of progressively grown from there. We've extended the restaurant 4 times. It is still a family business run by my sister and I. And we've had offers to do all sorts of things to make it a much bigger chain and to do that, but that's not what the Pronto formula is about. Well, my food's quite healthy, so the waistline is being looked after. Though everyone will argue pasta every day is not good, I eat pasta every day, so I believe it is. But I also spend a lot of time talking to my clients, and I see what people are interested in food. You know, if chicken seems to be really popular, then I'll try and create a dish around that. My food is classified as international Italian because I follow a lot of strictly Italian recipes, but then I've also changed quite a lot of stuff to suit the South African palate. You know, we've been chosen as best neighborhood restaurant twice, and there's a reason why we are, because we really do look after our clients and we care about them. we have an engagement with everybody who comes here. We've been chosen as Best Italian Restaurant twice. We've been chosen as Best Bistro twice. And recently we got an accolade from the Italian consulate to say that we meet a certain high standard of Italian restaurants. My thing would probably be to say to people, don't be caught up by the recipes that chefs give you. If you can't get every ingredient, just kind of try and change it. In time, you'll make mistakes, but you'll also start to learn.
Though gluttony is considered a sin, I'm sure that this time you can get away with it. I mean, with this wonderful Italian food, who would blame you? Whether you're a Joburger or just popping into town for those few days, be sure to book a seat at this fine establishment and do it pronto. I'm Riley Hlakaniposakwe for Joburg Today.
I'm John Terode and you're watching Joburg Today.
That's all for today. For more on the city, do check out our playlist as well as the latest episode of Leading Opinion with Nashina. From myself, Dumi Nhlapo, I now leave you with Black Cat Bones with The Long Drive. Bye.
Take the hole that he had in the backyard, somewhere next to the shed. You'll turn around and say, that dog woman gonna take all that he had, like his guns and the things in the shed. You'll turn around and say, you'll turn around and said it's gonna be the longest drive. It's gonna be the longest drive. Now either woman took the spark that he had. She gonna wrap it up in newspaper, gonna wrap it up in the news of the day. Either woman gonna drive his Cadillac into the river from the holiest of Sundays, from the holiest of Sundays. She gonna turn around and say it's gonna be the longest drive. It's gonna be the longest drive. It's gonna be a long, long drive. Honey, say goodbye now. Don't you say goodbye. It's gonna be a long, long drive. Yeah, honey, say goodbye. It's gonna be a long